Hello, this is Rochelle of Divine Alchemista, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would just take a look at the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck, and it's got a fantastic guidebook by Lily Ashwell. The packaging is amazing, so it comes in this box with a slipcover, and I've been using this for a while now, but I've just popped up the packaging for you all to have a look at. So my cards are not in the order you would get them in. So it's got a magnetic closure box. The inside of the box is absolutely gorgeous. Hardcover book. The book is absolutely fantastic. Her collage work is just gorgeous. And so it gives you a little rundown on the houses, the planets, the signs, a little bit of astrology basics, how to use the cards, which elements go with which sign, the polarity, if they're more passive or active signs, the different modes. Explains the north and south nodes and tells you how to work with the deck. And as you go through, then it starts to get into description. So it will give you a little blurb, and then keywords, the energetics, the experiences of it, and then the omen, which in a lot of books would be your reading. So it's the same basic outline for each card in the deck. The difference being that the signs actually have an additional shadow side as opposed to just energetics and experiences. And then they work really well together. All of the cards, just using them as an oracle, or actually using them to learn a little bit more about astrology. So it's a really beautiful, nice, and it's got that really beautiful velvety finish to it. So there's a really substantial ribbon to take out the box. And then a fun little thing, this insert actually will pop right out. If you just want to use this box for something else, it's actually fully finished on the inside. So it actually gives you quite a beautiful little box to use if you don't keep your cards in all of this packaging. Right? If you just want your deck out, or keep it in a little bag, or keep it in the box on the shelf where it's easy to get at, the box itself actually is a really pretty box to use. So we'll just tuck that to the side somewhere, and we'll pop the book out of the way, and we'll get into the deck. So a really nice sturdy box again. So to see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower, to hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. William Blake, 1803. So this beautiful collage work that she does is everywhere. The cards do come with a really cute little astrology band on them that has all the symbols of the planets all the way around, and little roses top and bottom. I just always keep these. If they're paper, I like to use them as bookmarks, because you can never have enough bookmarks. And then inside of the box, another ribbon, and then heaven through earth and spirit through body. And the back, of course, is just beautiful. So her packaging, there was a lot of thought put into it. I feel, because it's not just generic packaging, I can use this for not only just for storing the cards, but the actual big box that it came in, I like to use to pop some crystals in, or extra things. So the cardstock is quite flexible, it's sturdy, it's not going to wear out easily. It bounces back really well. I've shuffled these a lot, because I will shuffle cards for, you know, I will sit and just shuffle and shuffle and pull a card and shuffle and shuffle and pull a card for a couple of hours when I first get a deck, just to see how everything lines up. And the cards, no matter which way I shuffle, they hold their shape really well. They're not super bendy one way or the other. So let's look through. So again, they're not in order. I did a quick little division into sort of the categories that the cards come in. So our first category here would be the elements, so air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Just stunning artwork. This watercolor collage that she does is amazing. Earth, persistence, patience, and practicality. Water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. And then, of course, they all have the little astrological symbols for the signs that are underneath that element, and the little alchemical symbol up in the corner, so that your mind just gets used to seeing those shorthand symbols. So fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Then we have the signs of the zodiac. So we have Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn. I love this little hourglass in the corner. And then we have our planets, which I kind of like how as you go through, like, the signs are all a little bit more muted. The elements have really strong color. The planets, most of them have a really strong color to them. So it sort of separates them, how in a traditional tarot you might have suits. It's really easy to see at a quick glance. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Love Pluto. It's very simple. Venus, Mercury, the Sun, the Moon, Chiron, Mars, Jupiter, and then we have our houses. And again, the houses aren't in order. So these would be the astrological houses when you get your birth chart done, and where each planet, where each astrological sign was constellation in the sky at the time you were born. So we have house 10, that really adorable little owl, house 6, house 8, 9, house 5, house 7, 11, and house 1. House 3. So the cards do have this nice slippy finish to them, and when your hands are really dry, they're not as cooperative some days. House 12. And then we have our nodes, the south node, which this is just absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see all the little details in here. Gorgeous deck to work with. The north node. Oh, look, house 2. Somehow I managed to get them a little bit out of order. House 4, but that's okay because it's a working deck. And then we have the qualities, the modes. So we have cardinal, instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Square, which is one of those aspects, if you have different elements when they are in like a 90-degree angle to each other, it creates something in your chart, right? So a challenging situation or a mountain to climb. Fixed, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Conjunction, opposition, trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Sextile, a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. Mutable, surrender, fluidity. And then we have yin and yang. So, which are really active, outgoing signs, and which signs are more internal. So when you use it as an oracle, I find it works really well if you're looking at just simply at the energetics of something. You know, a situation, you know, you pull a card from one deck and you're looking at it going, okay, so this could mean, you know, 10 different things, but what is it more connecting in with? Like, what am I looking at for clarification? I find that this deck, whoops, which is really slippy today, so that's fun. And it's just because we're so arid where I live right now. In the winter, as soon as I get that wood stove going, the whole house dries out and my hands get really, really dry. So I find these slipperier cards, I don't have much of a grip on. Certainly through the rest of the year, I don't seem to have this much of a time getting shuffles happening, but you know, it is what it is. So potentially you can just read things like a sentence if you get, you know, a sign, a planet, and an aspect. It almost just reads like, you know, this is happening in your home life with this. And it gives you, you know, really clear directions. So let's just see what we have. So opposition. So imbalance, a point of tension and a power struggle. But you're still moving forward with optimism, exploring your options, sense of freedom, leading to a union or a merging, coming together. Let's see what else we got. Chiron. So when you play with them, definitely they're a fantastic tool to learn about different aspects of astrology, understanding a little bit more how the signs affect us, because most of us will actually have all of the signs in our chart in different areas, right? So you might be very, you know, you might have a lot of fire signs in your chart, but you might be someone who has a very balanced chart and you have you know, a lot of everything. So we aren't just our sun sign, you know, we aren't just our moon sign. All right, so maybe let's do a little quick mini reading for whoever's watching. Let's grab this deck. Which one is this? Oh, all right. So this is the Dreamer's Tarot. This is, I think, a Barbara Moore deck. Came out quite a few years ago. Used to come in a big box set with a big pink box. And the book is pink, and somehow the cards ended up brown. What were they thinking? I don't know. But let's just do a little reading for whoever's watching today. What's a quick message that they would like to hear? All right, okay. Our Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and 3 of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay, so really amazing cards, right? So we are finally really starting to come into our own with anything to do with our abundance, with how we deal with finances in the material world. We're really starting to work towards this, perfect, happy, beautiful life that we want for ourselves. Just enjoying our downtime, feeling really abundant at this point in our life, feeling really, really celebrated by our family and our friends. So it's like all around things are looking really good, feeling really good. So let's just see if we can get a little bit more of clarity with this. What else do the cards have to tell us about situation that's coming on? So it looks like, right now things are looking pretty good, right? We're kind of at a restful pause right now and just letting ourselves envision really wonderful positivity as we move forward. Just holding on to that vision that we want to create and letting ourselves be really aligned with people that share that vision and that people that want to celebrate our success. Because there's always going to be somebody that doesn't, that's jealous, or they're bitter, or they want you to be in the place they're in. So let's look. All right. So in the past, we might have had a bit of an imbalance and a power struggle going on. That's really funny that this came up again. All right, well, let's pay attention. So it's time to dream and transcend. All right. Let yourself express your feelings, express your true self, and really embody truth as you move forward. And, the sun in the tarot is, of course, a card of great success, of sitting in a place where things are really wonderful. We have success, we have victory, we have joy, we have abundance in our life. So that's a really great card to end on. And really kind of sings with this, right? So we might have had some opposition. We might have had some imbalance, but now we're starting to move ourselves into a place where we're feeling really centered and balanced, right? Time to let yourself dream and transcend whatever was blocking you, whatever was a point of tension for you, whatever was triggering you to be in that state. Just letting people be themselves. Everyone's on their own journey, and you're just letting yourself move beyond that, right? You don't need to be in a place of imbalance. You can allow yourself to have balance. You can allow yourself to have clarity, letting yourself dream, letting yourself transcend those struggles and move forward to create something really beautiful and positive for yourself. Let yourself have those people around you that will celebrate you, that will lift you up, that will take joy in all the successes that you create for yourself. Even if you just have like that one cheerleader in your life, really celebrate that person as they celebrate you. And then, you'll allow yourself to move forward in this really positive place, and letting yourself really connect to your dreams, and move them forward. All right. So I hope that you really enjoyed our little flip through of this deck, which is one of my absolute favorites. It's just so dreamy. It's so beautiful. It's so nice to work with. It's got that really soft matte finish to it. It has a tiny bit of gloss because everything seems to reflect light that doesn't absorb it. but it's a wonderful, fun deck to work with. So wishing you all the very best. And if you enjoy the video, hit the like button. You're welcome to share with me any comments that you might have about this deck. And if you really want to, you can always subscribe. So I hope you have an amazing day. Take care.